Well, last week at Louisa High School, a group of students was doing a standard assignment, but then somebody decided to post a picture of it on a social media app. And once that picture was posted and started to circulate, I'll warn you guys at home, when taken out of context, it can be jarring, to say the least. This is the picture that someone posted to the social media app Snapchat. Snapchat allows people to post pictures that disappear after 24 hours unless someone takes a screen grab. Well, that's what happened at Louisa High during an assignment. Seniors in a forensics class had to create crime scenes to be solved with clues by their classmates. School officials say the human cutout represents a shadow figure that would be used at any real crime scene.
I believe in this crime scene, there was an attempt to cast some doubt as to whether it was a homicide or a suicide, and that's why there was the involvement of the rope in it. And although the image is definitely can be jarring out of context, there was no malicious intent, no attempt to threaten or intimidate or harass anyone.
After the image started circulating, staff had a meeting just to make sure all the teachers were informed and up to date on this incident. So the long and short of this story is that it was a standard assignment, part of the planned curriculum. The students say that the paper was black because that's the paper they use for every assignment in the class. It's just what they have provided to them. And the school officials are telling me that there have been no reports from students over discomfort over the picture, the assignment, or the intent of this project.
Madison Carter reporting live from our Charlottesville newsroom. Thanks a lot, Madison.
Madison, good morning.
Good morning, Ken and Jen. Well, the city market spring season starts tomorrow. Right now, the market location on Water Street is a big parking lot, but come tomorrow morning, it's going to be filled with over 100 tents. The market's going to start at 7 o'clock and it'll run through noon. It's not just fresh veggies and fruits. You can buy meats, plants, baked goods, and there'll be tons of other homemade soaps, oils, and jewelry to buy. The Water Street parking garage directly faces the market, but if you get there early, you can try to find 1 or 2 hour free parking along the downtown streets that's within walking distance. And lastly, the market once again is going to be offering composting this year. So if you're looking to be more environmentally conscious, you can bring your leftover food scraps to be composted at the market. That will be free of charge. Some vendors will accept debit cards, and then other people who are on SNAP benefits will be able to get vouchers at the market that's going to make $10 triple the value to be about $30. I'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
Charlottesville newsroom with the details on the mystery novel set right here in Central Virginia.
That's right, Jen and Ken. Fred Shackelford wrote this book called The Ticket, and a lot of the narrative is actually set right here in Charlottesville. Shackelford said that he was tired of writing legal briefs that other people had put their names on, so he decided to write something that would put him front and center for once. The novel, called The Ticket, took him about 5 years to write, and it's about a man who wins a lottery ticket in Charlottesville, and then he has that winning ticket stolen. This mystery novel is Shackelford's first, and he thinks locals will recognize a lot of the background from the story's setting.
Folks have actually read it a little too closely, I think, and they've pointed out things that were a little bit of a stretch, but there are definitely places and street names and things, but of course it's all fiction, so I embellished it a bit.
Shackelford's novel, The Ticket, was a finalist for the Chanticleer Book Review's Clue Awards and also a quarterfinalist for Amazon's Breakthrough Novel Award contest. The Ticket is going to be available at all major retailers for books and even a few local shops here in Central Virginia. If you want more information on how to get that, we have it for you on our website, NBC29.com.
Okay, added to the summer reading list. Madison Carter reporting live from our Charlottesville newsroom. Thanks a lot, Madison.
And Madison Carter is live in our Charlottesville newsroom with a look at the impact this fundraiser makes in survivors' lives. Good morning, Madison.
Good morning, Ken. SARA is mostly funded through government grants, which means that there's some limits on what they can spend that money on. That's why they hold fundraisers like the walk coming up this weekend, so that they can use money that comes in from that to personalize support for their survivors. SARA provides resources for survivors from the moment an assault is reported. Someone from the agency will meet the survivor at the hospital, take them all the way through the court process if they choose to report the crime. Money from fundraisers is used for many things, including supplying backpacks like this one here with clothes, underwear, books, and one unique item that often makes an impact on survivors during the most difficult times after an attack.
One of the things that we carry in our backpacks are teddy bears. And you would think a teddy bear would be mostly for children. And it's interesting to see when we enter a room, in the hospital room with the survivor, introduce ourselves, say that we have something for them, and pull the teddy bear out of the bag and hand it to them. It's that small, comforting thing to hold on to. You know, it's sort of an innocent comfort that they can hold on to during the process.
Sarah's services cover all of Albemarle, Fluvanna, Nelson, and Louisa and Greene counties with someone on call 24/7, 365 days out of the year. The walk is going to start on the downtown mall in Charlottesville at 11:30. They'll open registration. It's $25. You get a t-shirt. If you're over 21, you'll get a beer certificate. And then it's going to end at South Street Brewery where you can use that certificate. And they wanted me to make one last note on their flyers. They have men walking in red high heels, but they said you don't need to wear high heels. Just wear whatever you're comfortable in, come out and walk and help support this cause.
Well, that's a good footnote.
Yes.
Okay. Madison Carter in our Charlottesville newsroom. Thank you, Madison. NBC 29's Madison Carter is in our Charlottesville newsroom with details on that. Good morning, Madison.
Good morning, Ken. Yeah, that's right. This week actually started this past Sunday. They had a big event in downtown Charlottesville while ACPD continues their campaign to help raise awareness on the rights of crime victims and witnesses. Up until the 90s, victims and witnesses to crime had no rights in Virginia until the Crime Victim and Witness Act was passed. Now, many police departments like ACPD have entire divisions dedicated to helping crime victims. The program helps victims of violent crimes like sexual assault, child abuse, or domestic violence, as well as victims of property crime, maybe like breaking and entering or larceny. The Victim Witness Program was created to get someone through the police investigation and the court process.
We assist people, we keep them informed about what's going on with their court case, help prepare them for court if they have to go. If it's a situation where a protective order is appropriate, we assist them in getting protective orders. If they've been injured, we help them access the Virginia Victims Fund to pay for medical bills.
This program also helps let victims know when the offender is being released from jail or prison if they want that information provided to them. For the rest of the week, ACPD is going to continue their campaign. Today they're going to be showcasing victim resources. Tomorrow they'll have their notification on display, and then Friday they're going to be profiling their court dog, whose name is Theo, if I'm correct.
Okay, we get to meet Theo perhaps. Madison Carter in our Charlottesville newsroom.